Hello, everybody.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to the Stalk. How you
Hi.
doing, bud?
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud. So, Mark.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, and then the intro music plays.
This is the intro music right now.
Yeah,
We're in the background behind the intro music, very quietly.
yeah, we're still here.
Still here.
Unchucked version, they get to hear this for
No audio.
unabated.
No music.
Yeah,
Sing it.
yeah.
I can't hear you. Sing it louder.
That's about it. Anyway.
Pour out some almonds while that intro music's going. You know? Oh, that's too many.
Oh. Well, I see this time Mark's having the eating while we do the Stalk. Like last time it was me who was eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Stalk. First off, first Midwest topic. Snowed a whole bunch. Or at least it
Snow
blowed
sucked.
around a whole bunch.
It snowed a lot less than I thought it would, but
Yeah.
because it was so light, it could have snowed as much as they said it did. And it just went everywhere.
Yeah.
Drifted in the unfortunate people's lawns.
Okay, I say it snowed a lot, but there are near bare patches in the ground where you can still see some grass poking through. But then you
I
also
did not
have
have any
4
of that.
feet of snow in the driveway.
Hmm.
And I don't know if we plugged in the tractor.
I had about 6 to 8 inches everywhere on the lawn,
Right.
except for wherever the piles were from Tuesday,
Yeah.
which was fun. But I didn't have to go to work, so oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I also didn't. Now, you know why we had to plug in the tractor, Mark?
Because it was out of batteries.
No, it's because it's cold and you have a heater coil in the oil pan. Oh yeah, okay. This is gonna lead into the topic or one of the main topics. Besides just, oh, it snowed. Oh yeah, bud.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh yeah, bud, it snowed. Where it's cold and it's windy.
It is. Whew.
Oh,
How about that
if
weather?
I could get my phone up and...
How about that snow? Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, bud, that snow really hit you in the bones. It cuts right through you.
What the fuck are you doing? In the bonds.
In the bones.
In the bonds. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna send you the video of me moving my G.
Moving your G.
Moving my G. Audio viewers, you're gonna get the audio for this. Video viewers, you're gonna get the video.
Scrape. Scrape.
Yeah. You'll get the video, but I'm gonna have to edit it to take out the license plates and faces.
Replace them with your Minecraft face.
I will replace. Well, it's not it's not my face.
Oh, then you'll have to make a new Minecraft face.
Right. Or just make a blurred box over. Yeah, we don't need to see that fella over there. Who's filming?
Yeah. Just give him Steve's face.
What? Why did you... Wait, why did it not send?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Now I see it.
You wanna watch that instead of mining
No,
your
I
craft
think
and
I'll
eating your food?
hold up the podcast longer.
Yeah.
I think that would be good. I'm watching it.
Oh!
Hey, everybody listening to the show. We're gonna watch it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Screwing over you for editing.
Right.
I'm driving my tractor.
Actually, I don't think you can read the license plate, but I'm still blurring
I'm still
it.
driving it. Technically driving.
Zoom. Enhance.
No.
Power, but you
Enhance.
know. It's so
Huh?
fast.
Why did...
We
It's working. It's getting worse.
active dehancement.
I like you're check it out. Look at me driving my tractor. It's being pulled by a truck.
Yeah.
Wait to the camera off the screen because I need to.
Look at her go.
He's moving.
I'm waiting for the truck to stop and you to kind of slowly slide towards it, and then you freak out.
I think the bearings are that good.
Oh, the skating part. I don't know if I want to
You did tell me the air was awful.
Oh yeah.
film for this part. So,
We blew it up
Oh,
just
this is
enough so that it was off the rims.
You blew it up.
They blew it up.
Our sandwiches keep blowing up.
Dang a nabbit.
Bless you.
Yeah, and then, video viewers, you get to see the picture of it in the shop.
Lovely.
Now, what I also discovered was, since it's kind of a light tractor, you can sit, when you're sitting in it, you can push on the wheels, and you can move it like a wheelchair. Not that easy, but, I mean...
You mentioned that. Do you got a video of it?
No.
Another time.
I didn't... We could have had a video, but, probably would be better with new tires.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of ones that are flat.
Yeah.
When we first got it from the guy, he blew up the tires, and one of them kind of had one of those really slow leaks where if you put your ear next to it, you can kind of hear it. It's just but real quiet. And it did that we parked it in the shed, and then it did that for maybe a week. This time when we blew it up and took it over to the shop, it stopped doing that later that night. So, I think moving it really kind of finalized the badness of the tire.
Really buggered those tires.
Yeah. So, Wednesday, I decided not to go to work because the tractor, the big 7040 tractor we got, with the snowblower on it. I'll see if I can get a picture of that. And I do not have one at the moment, but I will get one, and it will be on the screen, maybe.
It will be, maybe.
It will maybe be on the screen. Anyway, we had the problem because we plugged the tractor in like the night before the big snow was gonna happen. Big snow, it wasn't that much. But
no.
Yeah. Plugged it in. At least my father did. And he said that when he did, it started smoking by the tractor. And so we decided, hey, gonna unplug that.
He's plenty old to smoke. What are you talking?
Take a look at the cable, and we thought maybe it's burned out at the plug-in area because you plug it into an extension cord. No, it was burned out where you plug it into the tractor and screw it in and all that. So we can't fix
Most
that.
Unfortunate.
We were currently without a tractor or snowblower, both. So my uncle had to come with the loader tractor and dig us out. I probably could have gone to work late, but then I'd be doing whatever. I'm already off work.
Takes 2 days to get there anyway. 2 hours to get there anyway.
Yeah. It don't, but...
well, in the snow.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. The roads were not good. They were
Wednesday
better...
was okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe your
Thursday,
road, maybe
Thursday,
your highway.
Thursday was good.
I was on a...
Thursday was good. Wednesday wasn't that great, but Thursday was okay.
Yeah. I was on a smaller county highway.
The main road through town here is dirty and has a bunch of packed snow on it still this morning, and I'm like, that means the rest of the roads are going to be awful because it's usually the cleanest here in town.
Yeah.
For my entire trip.
Yeah. But anyway, my dad and I get in the truck, the pickup, and we head over to the Allis Chalmers dealer. to go pick up a cable because we called them the day before or whatever and asked if they had one. And they said, "Oh yeah, we got one." So we get there, which is maybe a half-hour drive from my house. And when we get there, I get a call from my mother, who says that the trucking company says they can't get the truck into our place to drop off the tires I ordered for the G, which are $1,000 for both of them. Well, both of them are $1,000 with shipping.
Oh.
They were $300 something from Miller Tire, and then $250 shipping from Ohio. That brought up to $1,000.
It's like ordering Frank McMaster car.
Yeah, I know.
Get you on the shipping.
McMaster car. Yeah. Also on the prices, woof. They're trying to buy steel. Steel's expensive. So is aluminum. But anyway,
kind of
we get a call saying the truck can't do that, but he'll be in town for a bit. So we just gotta call him and tell him where to drop it off. And we're scrambling on, what are we gonna do? He said he can drop it off into like a truck or something. We don't know what's going on. If he's got a box truck or whatever. Try calling my uncle because he has a pickup that he could probably put it in. He didn't answer. Then we come up with the idea, we're going to get the tire shop in town to do it because we don't want to mess up these $1,000 worth of tires.
Premium.
So we call up them and they're like, "Oh yeah, we can get those dropped off if you're getting them done here." Because yeah,
why not?
Yeah. So we then call I try calling the guy back. He says he can't. Well, he didn't answer. So I go, maybe he'll. Yeah, we'll try again when we get. We'll try again when we get home or whatever. I think I tried. Oh yeah, I left a voicemail for him.
How old-fashioned? How old-fashioned is the man you were talking to?
Well, you see, I'd never met the guy, so I kind of assumed big old 80-year-old trucker or whatever. Not 80, 60. Who knows? But anyway, I also texted my mother to see if she wanted to try calling him. Eventually, he calls me back. We get squared away. Mother also called him, so he's probably getting annoyed because, so many people tried to call me. But I didn't want him to just go, I don't know where to drop these tires off. I guess I'll just leave. I've been waiting
he's probably not annoyed.
Yeah.
Well, if he's down there to deliver, he's going to get pissed and he's going to come down again.
Yeah. So anyway.
Any words of wisdom from another delivery driver, I'd rather not take it back.
Right. But anyway, get home. Decide, we'll go down. I guess we'll head down to the tire shop and wait. But first had to load up the other set of rims that had tires on them. Stock listeners, you aren't going to see this unless I blur out my face. But my father got a picture of me toting those tires because we didn't have a snowblower running at the time. And so I was having to go over 2 foot.
2 at a time?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a man.
A man.
I thought about just carrying them on my shoulder, like one over each shoulder. But then I did that and I thought, maybe it's not the best idea to carry like 300 pounds up here or whatever these tires are.
Huh. I wouldn't think they'd be 300.
Fine. 200 for each, or for both. Not each.
Well, I didn't think they'd be 200.
Okay, fine. I'll weigh them when we get them back before we put them on the tractor. How about that? Is that good for you, Mark?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I don't know how to weigh them.
Weigh them and tell me it's 20 pounds.
I will kill you. I will put you in the ground. Anyway.
And I will grow and blossom.
Right. But anyway, one tire, wheeling one of those tires up is not that bad. Wheeling two wouldn't be too bad if I didn't have all the snow just stopping any momentum from carrying, and also if I didn't have 2-foot high drifts that I had to go through. It was a journey getting those up the hill to the truck. But anyway, we get those unloaded. Alright, well, we get those loaded up. We head down. We wait for the guy. He shows up in his big old semi.
Oh, that would be why he couldn't get in.
Yeah. So we don't know if he went out there with the semi and then had to turn around somewhere, or if he just looked up on the Google Maps.
Yeah. It's probably like, oh, that's regular house. I'm fucked. Although, I mean, I would have pulled off on the shoulder if I had that scenario.
Well, there's a shop.
And called and got it kind of figured out and said, hey, can I drop these off here? Or do you have a way for me to turn around easily? And, or can I look at that?
Right. But when he opened up the door and they were just sitting there, they were on a little pallet that we unloaded by hand.
Yeah.
Wasn't too difficult.
Typical offloading.
Yeah.
Less or more.
Yeah.
Definitely came from warehouse then if they palleted it up. I mean, I suppose you want to pallet it even if it's not from a warehouse, but
yeah. But then we get we hand them over to the tire guys because with those specialty tires, I do not want to mess those up. Also, they're
give it a try. Order 5 instead, just in case.
I don't have the money unless you are a patron at the tractor fund level, which would be like $25 a month.
Love your wallet to death.
Love your wallet. Love it. Is that
such a generous
new
wallet.
billfold? Ooh. Anyway, get those.
Looking rather green today.
Yeah. Give them to the guy to take off the old tires and see what he can do if he has inner tubes. Get home. Later he calls and says, yeah, we don't have inner tubes because no one would for those.
Did they know ahead of time what you were asking them to do? Or did you not set up an appointment yet?
Well, I went to them a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago to the day now, Jordan. But and they said, yeah, we don't have them. No one really is, except if you go to eBay or Miller Tire in Ohio, who do specialty ones. I look and it says 3 left remaining, or 3 in stock. And I'm like, oh, I need 2, and if someone else buys 2, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
because I don't just want one new tire. And the thing is, I bought 7.5-inch something or other, and the ones that were replacing were 6.5. So if I didn't get 2,
that's also bigger than average.
Yeah. Great. If I didn't get 2, then the tractor would be lopsided.
Guys, you didn't like my dick joke, guys.
So uncultured humor before the 10th
How
episode.
dare you? Well,
we have to be mild-mannered before the 10th episode, Mark. After then, we can be unhinged, we can be based, we can be cringe, we can be whatever.
Patreon donators, love you to death.
Love you to death. I mean, we're keeping the dick joke in. But
we are?
Just say. Give them a little tease of what's to come.
A little tease? Oh, you have to cut that out. That's not very mild, man.
Right. We'll figure it out. Anyway, he calls and says, we don't got a inner tube for those. I mean, I think they knew we were going to come back and have them put it on. Or at least we told them that. And they said, oh yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, it turns out they don't have an inner tube. And Yeah, I ended up ordering 2 from Amazon. They
Oh,
should get here at most a week from today, which is Friday. And so I had the whole, am I gonna have to go and pick up those heavy tires and rims?
Yeah.
But no, I called and they said, no, and we can hold on to them for a week. That shouldn't be bad.
Nice.
So anyway, in a week I'll have new tires ready to go, new rims to put on my G. And so it can roll. And then maybe the tractor wizard guy will come over at some point and work on the tractor. I do not blame him for not coming up this week.
Yeah, I've got an oil change coming up tomorrow, and they called me ahead of time saying, depends on how many people gets here. If you want to reschedule now, we can. Otherwise, call us in the morning before you get here.
Yeah. Well, the deal with him was he's going to just call before he comes up because he's busy. He's always busy. Everyone goes to him for their tractor problems because he just knows tractors. I'd probably said this last episode, but when we went down there the first time, just talked to him about the G. I was wondering if he'd even know what that was.
Excited.
But then he started talking about like the bore and whatever on the cylinders, and I was like, yeah, or the head gasket, whatever. I don't know. I ain't an engine guy. I'll tell you what.
No, doesn't mean he's a tractor guy. He might just be an engine guy.
Yeah. No, but he dealt with tractors.
I've heard of a head gasket, but I ain't no Midwestern.
He was at the Allis Chalmers dealer.
Oh, he's at the dealer.
Yeah. Okay, but once we get that done, the new tires on, the new manifold, the new oil pressure gauge, get a sediment bowl in the gas line, clean out the gas tank because it's full of rust.
Sediment bowl.
Yeah, settles.
I like mine with lots of milk.
Right. See, I don't trust the tank at all, even after we get it cleaned, to not put specks of rust in my engine, which I don't want.
But that's what happens with your water in your household. You put specks of rust in your body all the time.
The iron, it gets me all strong and not anemic.
Not anemic.
It makes
True.
me anemic, who knows?
Yeah, it's doing the opposite.
Yeah. So anyway, then I might get that G going.
Love me some iron in my water.
Still, I do not have a way to get the G in Southern Illinois. We're thinking rent a U-Haul box truck and a trailer. Or borrow my uncle's trailer.
Box truck and a trailer? Or a trailer?
Well, we don't have a truck to pull a trailer.
Oh.
At least one that we can reasonably expect to get down there and back. You know the pickup that we drove down to
the one you can see the floor through.
Yeah.
See the ground.
Yeah.
It's good.
The one where the steering wheel has started to click and something. That's not good.
Yeah. And it got there with, like 20 psi, so...
Yeah. And my uncle's truck is apparently having problems.
Impossible.
We don't think we can rent just a pickup from U-Haul. Because just about anything would be able to pull or haul the G.
Anything built in the last fucking 18 years.
Yeah. It's like at most 1,400 pounds. That's with all the other accessories on it, which this one kind of does have down there. But if we get the box truck, then we can put all the extra stuff if we get it, and all the storage stuff in the back. If we had a way to get it into a box truck, a bigger one, it'd be nice, but we don't really have that on account of it doesn't drive. Seemingly. Who knows? Anyway.
That's better.
Enough about me complaining about tractors, which I could do all day. Mark, you want to talk about your Diet Dr. Brownies or whatever?
Diet Dr. Brownies? Yes, my Diet Dr. Brownies. No, I made brownies, and I kind of want to bring it up to you because they actually fucking taste good.
Wow.
And I cut out 3/4 of the sugar. So there's only half a cup of sugar in the entire batch of standard pan brownies, which is pretty good. And it is one step away from being gluten-free. And I know your gluteus maximus can't eat that.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Your
Mr.
glutinous maximus. Yeah. I guess I'll spare the details unless you're interested in the details. But the only thing left to do is maybe swap out the flour with almond flour, but it's kind of turning into an almond joy that way, and I'm not sure whether that's great or not.
Well,
Chocolate's swapped out for
you don't
chocolate.
need
Dark
specifically
chocolate.
almond flour. You can. There are mixes.
You got a recommendation of other flours that are better for you and also good for you?
Well, you could.
Well, what do you recommend?
What?
What do you recommend for the flour then?
Oh, there's some ready-made flours you can just go and get from, I don't know, like Hy-Vee.
Is it low in carbs?
I don't know. I don't really watch carbs and all that. I wouldn't know.
You skinny boy can eat anything.
Ah, yes, except gluten. It'll kill me.
Yeah, except gluten.
It'll kill me.
Yeah, so now he eats less carbs overall.
Yeah. A lot of people with gluten, with celiac disease, like me, they just start eating like candy and all that, and I just sit here like,
what?
Like, oh, I can't eat that. I guess I'll just have some, I don't know, M&Ms or something.
M&Ms is candy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're just like them. What are you talking about?
Whereas sometimes I go, oh, there's nothing to eat. I won't eat.
I won't
also,
eat.
it could just be my high metabolism.
Yeah, well, you do have a high metabolism.
I know.
And if you're like, oh, there's nothing to eat, and you eat M&Ms, everybody who doesn't have a high metabolism gets fat.
Right.
With that mentality.
Right.
You just overeat on calories. To be fair, you could eat M&Ms only for weeks. As long as you ate the right amount of calories, you wouldn't gain anything. Or at least not significantly.
I think you'd have some other problem.
Yeah, you kind of poop.
Yep.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Probably malnourishment issues instead.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Well, speaking of the nourishment, I'm trying to cut the sugar and the carbs out of the brownie so I could eat it and not completely throw my diet out the window and have to wait a week before I get back. My body kind of gets back on that train, if you will. Yeah. So
I've been thinking I ought to cut down on
it's all right.
some of the sugar, but
we eat a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
America eats a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Like the original. So this is original recipe from like my great grandmother, probably made back in the Great Depression. I don't know, right. But it's milk chocolate chips, like a cup of milk chocolate chips and 2 cups of sugar.
Ooh.
And that makes up a lot of the material that goes in, because other than that, it's I think a cup of oil,
right,
and almost 2 cups of flour,
right,
and then just some tablespoons of like 3 or 4 other ingredients. Tablespoons or teaspoons. So we're talking like a third of the volume is just sugar.
Right.
It's nuts to think that like you would eat like 40 grams of sugar in each bar. I mean, it's not that nuts compared to everything else, because everything else has a shit ton of sugar in it that you buy from the store and stuff.
Right.
Cosmic brownies have 1,000 calories. The big one, I believe, it's 1,000 calories for the whole thing.
They have different sizes.
Yes.
Huh.
So that ones that are about an inch and a half by inch and a half. I mean, and I'm referring to the ones you split them in half. So it's a long bar, but the square is about an inch and a half. And then there's a bigger one that's about 2 inches by 2 inches. Or that's a big solid.
I haven't had a cosmic
remember.
brownie in like 7 years.
I would avoid it myself. 1,000. You're supposed to clock around. Well, it depends on how much you eat and if you're male or female, and a little bit about. Well, obviously how old you are, but like for a male that exercises, or at least does semi-labor work,
right?
It's like 2,400 or something like that, or upwards to 2,800 for exercise. Maybe that's exercise athletes,
right?
And that's the peak. Right. But I think for men, the lowest would be like 2,000 for you sit at a desk.
Right.
That's half of your day in one brownie.
Right.
It's not a surprise Americans have a big obesity rate.
Yeah.
Because you eat 2 of those brownies, you're capped out on calories, and there ain't no way you're not going to eat like a sandwich later in the day after eating 2 of those unless you throw up and feel sick for the entire day.
Yeah.
So that's a shit ton of sugar as well.
Yeah, I think I measured it once. I get sometimes some freezer pizza, frozen. I think it's bruschetta, maybe.
Huh?
What?
Nah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, they make thin crust gluten-free pizza. It's like, ooh, it's thin crust. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that I can hear crunch from 2 rooms away?
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. That's the one that sounds like more like you're eating 4 carrots at once.
Yeah.
Ooh, cauliflower crust. Maybe I should check that. That might actually be good for me.
Yeah. I think the whole pizza is like 1,000 some calories.
Huh.
I did some of the math. I've eaten a full.
I eat the whole pizza.
Usually I eat half of it. 4 slices. Cut it into 8 slices. But I remember a few times I'd get real hungry. Ooh, working all day.
I mean,
eat a full pizza.
Used to eat pizza all the time.
Right.
And because it's pretty fucking cheap.
Yeah.
If you buy it in a deal, a whole pizza costs you like $4 for a frozen pizza.
Oh, I wish this was $4. It's like $20 a pizza. It's either 10 or 20. Gluten-free is really expensive.
Well, yeah, it requires other ingredients other than the cheapest bread you've ever had.
If you live in the middle of absolutely nowhere like we do,
where hardly anyone buys that product.
Yeah, you go to Walmart.
You can mark it up.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing. Have to go to big towns. Like every time we go to Ames, it's like, okay, let's go to Hy-Vee because I have a gluten-free section. It's not just here's some spaghetti noodles and.
I think once I saw a couple gluten-free things. They were sitting in the ethnic section. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, they're.
What ethnicity are you? Gluten-free.
Oh, I could never tell.
What? Oh wow, I couldn't tell. Does that mean you're not available on Wednesdays?
But the thing is, there are getting to be more gluten-free stuff just around.
There's more of you.
One stupid thing some stores do is they put different gluten-free stuff in different areas of the store.
Well, that's just because they're like, this is pizza.
If you go around,
the pizza aisle. This is bread. It goes in the bread aisle. Right?
Kind of. But it's like,
or you telling me they like hang it on the edge of it and they're like, check it out, gluten-free straws. What?
Well, it's like you go over. A lot of it just seems to be, we have a gluten-free section here, but we don't put all the gluten-free stuff. You have to go walk by, like, you got to go to the bread aisle, specifically for the gluten-free bread.
Well, it makes sense.
So you walk by the other bread and buy the other bread because you might need it. No, it's mutually exclusive.
You know what I think? I think you're being a big baby. That your gluten-free store isn't a tiny little aisle where you get everything.
You go to the gluten-free section, you expect to find their gluten-free stuff.
Oh, well, if they have a section, they should all be in that section.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Oh, that's what you mean. You mean they have a section and they have shit spread out.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I understand having it either spread out or in a section, but not both.
Yeah.
Because if you had it spread out, it's like, okay, well, I need bread. Where do you go? The bread aisle. That would make sense. Otherwise, it's, I need gluten-free bread. Where do I go? The gluten-free aisle.
Yeah.
It's the gluten-free or the bread. It's in the name.
Yeah.
I work at a warehouse. This makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand what you mean. I don't like it either.
You feel it.
I get you. You and I, we get each other.
And Mark here is allergic to peanuts.
Yes. I don't like me a good nut.
Yeah.
So
if we share a peanut butter sandwich, we will both die.
This is true. I will die first, though.
Maybe.
I mean,
if I jump off a cliff or something. Depends how high the cliff is, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna die and I'm gonna be waiting for you, and then you're gonna show up and I go, took you long enough.
I tried.
It's 30 years.
I mean, sure, I could have found a higher cliff.
Come on now.
See, when Mark eats a peanut, he goes, "Oh, my mouth is closing." Oh. When I eat gluten, I go, "Oh wait, I ate gluten." Because whatever they test for, because there's a test they run for, like
glutinous maximus.
It's like antibodies or something. Who knows? But when they run that test, people who have normal people have like maybe a 5 or 6 level. I don't know what it is, parts per million maybe. People who have celiac have like 200 or 300 or more.
Not enough is what you're saying? Or is it?
Well, whereas me, when they test me, I have like a 15 or maybe a 20 in that scale. I am just ever so slightly gluten intolerant.
Bad.
But apparently it still gets into my intestines and gets the little alveoli, the little things that suck up all the nutrients, and makes them inflamed and just kind of flattens them out. So no surface area, no getting nutrients. And a higher risk of colon cancer.
Colon.
Yeah.
Colon Musk.
And one thing, I need to write to the FDA and make a strongly worded letter of...
All right, Grandpa.
But gluten-free food, or not gluten-free food, but if it has gluten, it doesn't always have to say that it does. Like in the ingredients list where it says contains like wheat or gluten or wheat products, it'll say that. It has to say it has wheat if it has it, or it may be contaminated with it. It doesn't have to say that for like barley or rye.
Wow.
It still says it in the list of ingredients, but it doesn't say it in the does contain these things. That contains these allergens. It's like if something had like peanut hulls in it that you ate. I don't know what you'd be eating for that, you roughage-seeking ruffian. But
peanut hulls? You eat the fucking shell?
Yeah, I don't know.
The fuck? Alright. Yeah.
But it's like...
Anyway, go on.
Yeah. It's like if you were also allergic... Well, if you were allergic to peanuts and you were also allergic to... I don't know, what's enough... Like, some other type of legume, like a bean, maybe. And they had to say... it
Cashew's kind of close.
Yeah. It's like, if it didn't have to say if you had the same reaction to peanuts and cashews, but they didn't have to put contains cashews on it.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. I don't have that issue. I used to actually be allergic to sesame seeds,
Right.
which was weird, but I kind of grew out of that. Or it wasn't severe enough to warrant any
Right.
concerns.
But the
But I
fact
think
that
the
for
reactivity is less.
a lot of the gluten-free or gluten stuff, they have to say contains wheat, but they don't have to say like barley, even though barley has gluten in it. Why is there a distinction? Why does one get a lot of the attention but the other doesn't?
Because he don't like you.
I found this out because I was eating a Slim Jim as I was working at Dollar Tree during my break, and I thought, I got nothing better to do. I'll read the ingredients, see what's in this thing, see what it tastes like it does. And I saw barley extract, and I thought, well, that's gluten. It doesn't say anything on there about that. You tell me I've been eating gluten for the past month? Reckon my intestine? It just don't sit right with me.
With your colon. Doesn't sit right with your
No, it
colon.
doesn't sit right with my colon or my intestine. Also, allergies are weird.
They are weird. Your body just says, I hate that. I'm going to hurt myself in the process.
Mark's thing is with any contact.
Well, yes, but in my case, it's going to have to be ingestion.
Okay, any ingestion in any form. That one too. It will kill him.
It can. I haven't gone so far to see how much of a reaction I would have these days, to what point. But
I have an idea for a special stock.
Oh no. To be fair, that's what the last two food nutritionists told me years ago. They said,
try it.
You still are, at least according to the tests. The only really way to know is how severe, and this could be inconsistent, so you probably still want to be careful and not take this as rule of thumb.
Okay.
But test it in a safe environment with multiple people available, have an epinephrine pen available, and do this, wait up to 5 hours, see what happens.
Let's just put the IV in and have a big old squirt bottle of or a big old sack of epinephrine.
I thought you were gonna IV peanut butter into my skin.
No. We could though. Anyway, we stand there. We have a guy who's just standing there, getting ready to just squirt or squeeze the bag of epinephrine just straight into your heart or wherever you need it. And
into my heart. You're like that guy. Look, okay, I had a coworker at work, and we had discussed that and came up and and then you just pop that sucker into your neck, and I'm like, no, don't, for the love of God, don't do that. You put epinephrine in my neck, you're either going to hit a very important part and hurt me or kill me, or it's going to be way too close to my brain and I'm going to have an overdose real quick, or way too close to my heart and I'm going to have an overdose real quick.
Yeah, you'll be
Maybe
fine.
not. You might be able to survive that. I haven't Googled whether you'll survive a epinephrine pen to the shot or to the neck. But the heart is also a no-go, because if you just put a hole in your heart or your lung, you're fucked. Not completely, but you're kind of fucked.
Just put a bit of tape
in the hospital within 20 minutes.
Put a little tape on it.
A little tape, yeah. You just cover that with your finger. There's a hole in my aorta. Just hold it. I'm bleeding around my lungs.
Stop being a wimp.
It's trickling down my trachea. I can feel it.
That's pretty nice.
One of my lungs is deflating.
Have you tried inflating it?
So for anyone out there, epinephrine pen, EpiPen, goes in the thigh, big meaty fatty location. get spread out between the veins. There is a major vein in there, so it will get to an important part pretty fast, but it also will kind of spread it out a little slower than, say, if you put it in your heart. It increases your heart rate as well. So putting that all in your heart, legitimately could end up getting your heart to tear itself. Also, don't take it if you don't need it, because
what if I take it before a workout? I saw one.
I'm gonna Google this because there's no way someone does it.
I saw a short where someone asked this, and the guy was like, "What the fuck? You're gonna kill yourself."
Epinephrine pre-workout elevation may offset early morning. No. These fuckers are expensive, by the way. At least the shots are. I don't know if you can get it from a different dosage. That would probably be okay.
Let's take a shot of it.
No, do not take the emergency shot of an epinephrine. That dosage is too high.
No, like from a shot glass.
Shot. I'm pretty sure there's like less in the pen than the shot glass. You hold it there for like 6 seconds, and that's, or maybe it's 15. Yeah. I don't know. It says the instructions are on the pen.
Yeah,
just getting some in there, but you might as well hold it for longer.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I don't know if that's a dosage Mark gets.
So also related to that, I'll tell you a little more since this was a little bit of a subject that I mentioned earlier. Almost everybody listening to this has tasted peanuts. You know kind of what they taste like. Cashews aren't that far off from what I remember / tell, because I've bitten into some protein bars and stuff, and this is pretty good. Now, this tastes a little weird. I'm not sure that's right. The texture's
they have
off.
A bit more vibrant flavor.
Yeah. I feel like peanuts they're a little firmer in terms of texture. They don't taste quite as sweet. And yeah, I would say they have kind of this more of a vibrant flavor, but I can't pin down the flavor too well.
I'd have to eat some raw peanuts again. And,
so the reason I can't pin down that flavor too well is because for me, it starts to taste metallic. Because what's already in my mouth breaking it down and upset.
You ever lick a spoon?
Makes it taste kind of iron. Yeah, it tastes like an iron spoon. It tastes like a little bit iron, a little bit aluminum,
a little bit like
kind of
blood.
Metallic-y. And yeah, kind of like blood. Could be the blood. I don't know where the taste is coming from. It could be the blood that is being murdered while the white blood cells are just fucking going insane.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's a light pins and needles sensation that I get on my tongue. So your brain kind of wants to say, tastes spicy. It's not spice.
Right.
That's a different kind of spice.
Oh, spice of life.
Although, in a way, that is kind of spice. I don't know that. I'd have to look up the specifics on capsaicin and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's what happens when Mark eats peanuts. When I eat gluten, it goes down into it goes through my stomach without problem, but then it gets to my intestines, and when it gets absorbed by the like little the villi or whatever, I don't know what they're called, the things that suck up nutrients and stuff in food. When they
straw.
Yeah, straws. Anyway, when it gets in the straw, the white blood cells start going, wait, that shouldn't be here, and then it's in the cell. Kill the cell. And so it just starts eating my own cells.
Similar.
Yes.
Active.
But it's less of a dire, I know it's happening thing.
So
some people
the reason it's dire for me is just the swelling. If the swelling happens on the contact location, eating it means it'll swell in my throat, and then I will suffocate.
What if you had like a...
I've touched it before. I don't have a problem.
What if you ate like swallowed a whole chocolate-covered peanut?
So you're saying to avoid the peanut...
Yeah.
Deliver it down. You could still have swelling on the inside. Sugar actually.
No, but it's less intense.
Does that too?
Or
Yeah, I
dire.
would assume it would be fine.
You might just have like a blockage, like a
fine.
ferret that eats a sock.
Yeah, my tummy might feel weird.
My
tummy feels weird. I'm getting bloated and backed up because my intestines have closed off.
Oh, that's a rupture. Oh no.
Oh no, it's completely closed off. The last 3 feet have gone necrotic.
Huh. Weird. Anyway.
Weird. That's what I say when my intestines go necrotic. Huh.
My body decays. Huh.
That's strange.
Odd. That's abnormal.
Why is it when I search peanut reacting, the first option is to FNAF? Who the fuck is Peanut? And why have they ruined my Google search?
I don't know.
Peanut reaction phase.
Huh. Anyway.
Peanut reaction baby. Oh, that's probably medical.
Yeah.
Like, who's this person reacting to babies and rashes and time?
Right. Well, we got anything else for this time around?
Don't touch my clogs.
Don't touch his clogs, everyone.
Yeah.
He whittles them in his little hut. His little whittling hut. In the Alpine mountains.
I put logs on my feet and whittle them into clogs. I add the C myself.
Yeah. He finds a hole in a tree, puts his foot in, and then just goes over to the sander.
Yeah, I I put it on my foot and just run it over the sander. That's good. I like that. Kind of just like
new video idea, guys.
What if I sandblast it? I put it on my foot, put like a collar around my shin, and I go ahead and just start sandblasting it until it's the right shape.
Insane.
I like it. They're steel-toed clogs.
What if you made steel-toed
clogs? I mean, I've seen.
We could do aluminum.
Do I need
clogs.
to make it the same way, where I like cut it out, or do I just need to make a? I mean, theoretically, it's just a metal shoe, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm assuming modern clogs that are not
clogs
wooden.
don't really move. They don't flex. What if you carved a clog out of styrofoam, and then did some?
My favorite.
What was it?
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called.
Clogs that aren't made of wood.
You make a copy or you sculpt what you want out of foam.
Oh my god, it's $123.
Then you put it in like plaster or something. And then when you pour the metal on, it burns it out, the foam. And then you got the metal there.
Yeah, this I forget the technical term for that.
It's lost
kind of
something
pouring.
casting, lost dye casting. Who knows?
Lost foam casting. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. I can't remember which part is or isn't the dye.
Yeah. My father would be disappointed, but I don't know.
When's the last time you screwed with a dye?
Wow.
Oh, just recently.
Oh, I've got time.
You'll have to save that for next time.
Oh well. I have to save that for next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless it's real short. I don't know how long we've been going.
Just under an hour.
I'm trying to find what does clever clog mean? Very smart. Yeah.
Anyway,
I asked for the definition of clog.
I've got more on the dice, and that'll probably lead into D&D stuff. That'll probably take a while.
Ah, okay.
Anyway,
another time.
That's all we got for this year.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for lending us your ears.
Thank you for the ears, everybody, and tune in next time when we
comment, and subscribe. No, I hate that.
I'm gonna take him out back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. We'll have new co-hosts next time.
Deserve it.
Taking him out to the hog barn. If you know anything about hogs, he ain't coming back.
Shucks. It's all.
Anyway, before we get subjected to any more of him. See you later. And bye, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll come up with more.
You'll come up with more.